Hey everybody, it's Psychic Hunter David Williamson. It is Monday morning. Today's the 23rd, I think. And, one of the things I was going to say, and I'm not going to go on about the bullshit from Trump over the weekend any longer, but there's two schools of thought in life. You can approach somebody with a fist, and you can start from there. And you can approach somebody with an open hand, and you can start from there. You're going to take from that whatever you're going to take. But in life, we have to be very, very, very careful right now with the energies that we're dealing with. We have Pluto and Aquarius. Now, Pluto and Aquarius is in retrograde, but it's going to be there a very long time. And Pluto in Aquarius is saying, we're going to go through revolution and rebellion whether you like it or not. This is going to happen across the board throughout the whole world with every religion, creed, nationality, and culture. Like it or lump it. The second thing, we have this Jupiter Cancer expansion with this new moon Wednesday. Now, Jupiter cannot always give you this fantastic expansion on a positive. It can bring you right through that glass floor into the worst goddamn experience you've ever chosen to get into. On top of that, it's being squared by both Saturn, this Lord of Karma, Lord of the past, Lord of traditions, with a very spiritual religious energy, Pisces, Neptune. And it is both of those are sitting in the constellation of Aries, which is war. That is Mars, the god of war. So, this is not going away, folks. This is not going to be a one-off and, oh, well, we've resolved it. It's done. We've done this. We've done that. No. Now it's raised anger. It's raised isolation. It is raised complete and utter criticism. And all over interactively, people are going to actually now be completely outlined. And it's a heartbreak that it had to come to this. And yes, you can say whatever you want to say about we had to do this to ensure. Well, the British had to do what they had to do to ensure that every colonized nation in the world listened to their philosophy versus what the people were already doing, which was quite fine in their own. I could mention many cultures that were destroyed, but we're not going to go down that road. So I think the bottom line here is man is going to come to an understanding over these next 18 years with this whole Pluto transit of Aquarius, where they're going to come to an understanding that it has to do with also respecting other people's culture, their nationality, their consciousness, and where they are, rather than twisting it around to be what they feel that they need to be. That is a control. 90% of the time, I hate to tell you, but it's either a certain religion and it's also white. And this is going to stop. You're going to see backlash like you've never seen before. And people are either going to like this or they're not, and I'm sorry you feel that way. But educate yourself, and educate yourself honestly. As I've said to you before, listen to Jeffrey Sachs. He's a brilliant man. He's somebody that would really aid each and every one of you in regards to understanding that we need to come to a sense of real, again, handing that handshake, giving that hand out. We've all argued and had difficulties with everybody in life, but it doesn't work. And I'm not talking that we have to accept that from others to ourselves, but it has to do with how you handle things. I can be erratic, I can be temperamental as the next person. But the bottom line is it's not aiding any one of us. It leads to isolation, it leads to ignorance, and it leads to complete and utter avoidance. Now, I hope you have a good day today. I know I've gone on about this twice, and I'm not going to go on about it anymore, of course, unless something else goes on. But I think, in all honesty, this is a good lesson for each and every one of us, that we need to really start to recognize where we're foisting our feelings and opinions upon another person. It's not your place to do that. It's your place to also be a listener and to educate yourself by way of letting somebody else explain themselves, and to stop outlining that they don't know, or that they're not intelligent enough, or that they're not as intelligent as I am, because that's not true. That's what you're making them believe. Every immigrant that came to the North American and South American shores came here as poor as church mice, and if they didn't, they left and went back where they belong. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to see change like you've never seen, and there's no stopping it. Anyway, I'm available, and as I've warned you before, when you have a reading with me, you better be ready to hear the truth, because I'm going to tell you where you're at and where you're going to go. And that's it. So have a great day today. Enjoy the weather. Stop bitching about how hot it is. Enjoy the moment, and you heard it here first. Cheers.